Hello, everyone. It's your big sister Chiquis, and you've reached my personal voicemail box for the Dear Chiquis podcast. I'm here to give you advice on anything and everything you need help with, whether you're going through a breakup or having issues with your family, or maybe you have a question about my personal life. Whatever the case is, I want to hear from you. Remember, these are my thoughts and my opinions, and if you're suffering from a serious issue or hardship, you should seek help from a qualified professional. All right, now go ahead and leave your message at the sound of the beep.
Hi, Chiquis. I just want to say that your new podcast pictures are beautiful. You look so gorgeous. You are glowing. I love the podcast. I've been following you since it started, and I keep up. I love them so much. I relate to you so much. I also lost my mom. It's going to be 12 years this year. It feels like yesterday, but every time you talk about family and your mom, I'm such an empath, but I always get super emotional. I'll be listening to your podcast on my way to work, and I'll be in tears sometimes, but it's all good. It's all good. I love it. Love it. I just wanted to bring up something. I have a group of girlfriends. They're all divorced, single, don't have a boyfriend, or they've always had issues with dating. And in my life and my relationship, everything it's so good. I love my hubby, and he's always so good to me. And we just have such a great relationship, and it always kind of feels uncomfortable to talk about it when they want to catch up. I know all they have is love for me and for us, but I can't help but to feel a little bit uncomfortable, or like it feels like if I'm bragging, like, oh, I have such a great relationship, and then knowing they don't. So how should I go about that? Should I care? Should I continue, talking about how amazing it is when they ask me, or tone it down a notch? I don't know. What do you think? Thank you.
Oh, I love this question. Thank you, Mamacita Hermosa. Thank you for all. You guys, oh my gosh, I love that you guys love my podcast. It just keeps me so inspired. Anywho, okay, so in regards to your question, you know what? I don't think there's anything wrong with you talking about your man and how good he is to you. I mean, maybe it'll inspire them. One thing I do suggest is when I go out with my friends as well, I will bring it up when they ask. And if they ask, hey, how are you and Emilio doing? Or I don't just talk about it. Or if I'm having an issue with him, if he's kind of like, if it's been a little rough patch, which we've had, then I'm like, okay, guys, I need to say something. And we talk about it. But there is nothing wrong with you talking about how happy you are, especially if you know it's with the right people. There are certain people in my life that are acquaintances that I'm very just surface when it comes to my relationship. I'm very selective with what I say to them because I just don't vibe. There's like something's off. So you'll know that. Listen to your gut feeling, listen to your intuition. If it just feels like it's flowing and they ask, why not? If they're good friends, you're going to be happy for you and they're not going to wish anything bad. You have a good man. God has blessed you with that. And all you can do is, yes, show your friends that good guys are still out there and that they can find someone that treats them well as well, and you can be like an example. So girl, do it. Just know with who. If these are your real friends, then boast all you want, girl. Girly girl. Thank you for your question. Okay, we're going to move on to Jasmine. Let's see.
Hola, Chiquis, ¿cómo estás? Espero te encuentres bien. Tengo una pregunta. Si pudieras repetir una cosa de tu vida, una cosa de tu pasado, que pudieras repetir y tener un resultado diferente, ¿qué sería y por qué? Me gusta mucho tu programa. Que Diosito te bendiga siempre y te proteja siempre. Gracias y que tengas buen día.
Okay, Jasmine, me gusta tu pregunta. Okay, so Jasmine is asking, or Jasmine, if there was anything in my past that I would like to relive, redo, and have a different result. And I'm going to answer in Spanish, and then I'll get back to you in English, okay? Okay, mi Jasmine. Yo soy el tipo de persona que no me gusta así como arrepentirme de ciertas cosas porque digo que cada cosa que pasa en nuestra vida es para enseñarnos algo. Siempre hay una lección detrás de, ¿no? Pero si hay una cosa que pudiera ser diferente, yo diría la vez que agarré mi primer tatuaje a los 18 años. No la pensé muy bien. No era así como... Era como un tatuaje que elegí de un libro no lo pensé bien. Mi mamá me dio la luz verde y dijo, ve, dale si quieres. Y fui y no, o sea, no hice mi research de ninguna manera. Y eso sí como que digo, wow, si pudiera regresar a ese momento, lo haría completamente diferente porque me gustan los tatuajes y de ahí pues agarré muchos, chiquititos. Eso sí los pensé un poquito más, pero ese primero no lo pensé y me lo quité con láser y duele como no tiene, o sea, como no te imaginas, duele. So I think que de todo lo que he vivido y he pasado, eso fue lo primero que se me vino a la mente. So I was telling Jasmine, guys, that out of everything that I've been through, I'm the type of person that doesn't really like to regret things, or I don't know. I feel like everything that we go through, and if you listen to my podcast, you know this, there's always a lesson behind it. But one thing, as I was listening to her question, one thing that came up, the first thing was my first tattoo at 18. My mom said, yes, go ahead and do it. I was the first in my family to get a tattoo. And I didn't even think about it. I went down the street to my local tattoo shop, no research whatsoever. I picked the damn tattoo out of a book and I regretted it. And especially the placement too. I got the tramp stamp, guys. It was very hot in those days. And I don't mean hot as in like, I mean, it was like sexy supposedly. And that's one thing I'm like, damn, I wish I would have done my research because I didn't really like how it looked. And then I got it removed and it hurt a lot. So I think out of everything, that's the first thing. I mean, I'm sure there's other things, but I can't really think about it right now. But that was my answer to her question. Jasmine, muchas gracias por tu pregunta. Ojalá que no te decepcione con la respuesta. Okay, next question comes from Stefania.
Hi, Chiquis. First off, I just wanted to say that I really love your podcast. I really love you as a person. I think you're a great inspiration. And I've always loved seeing what you do. But I've been listening to your podcast for a while now. I'm a longtime listener, first time caller. But I was just seeing if you could give me some advice on friendship, just because that's something that I've been struggling with a lot recently. The situation is that about 2 years ago, I had a really bad falling out with my two best friends. And with that falling out, I gained a lot of issues. I think I gained abandonment issues and just I became very closed off. And I dealt with a lot of hurt from both the friendship and the falling out. And I find that it still sticks with me and I still struggle with it today, especially in the way that I make friendships and how I maintain them. And so currently, what I want to ask you about is I have a super close, almost best friend. We hang out almost every day. We talk all the time. And my issue is that I feel that I am self-sabotaging this friendship just because I let a lot of my personal things get in the way, especially, I guess, my past traumas. And I want to know, here's some advice on what you think about that and what you think I should do and also how I should communicate that. And I guess another issue is that I also get jealous when my friends have other friends.
Stephanie, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. I get it. I used to be that way. I used to be a jealous friend. How silly. Like way back when where it's like, oh, I want to be the only friend. So I get it. I think that comes with time and understanding that what you bring to the table, what you bring in the relationship, no one else can duplicate. Like you have to know that. Your magic is your magic. Your energy is yours. And even if someone tries to be like you, they can't. So what you give that friendship, no one else can give that friendship. You get me? So just know that. First off, now I understand because I went through a really bad friendship breakup in 2018. I lost two of my best friends. And now looking back, I can accept where I was wrong. It took me a while to get to that point because I was so hurt by what they had done. But it was the best thing that could have happened to me. Not only to me, but to them because we were so codependent. That's also not healthy. Now I have grown-up friendships where if I don't speak to my best friend every day, we pick up right where we left off. Before it was, why didn't she text me? Why isn't she answering? Why does she want to hang out with her, not with me? Like that is so toxic, babe. Like, and it's so draining. You have to kind of unravel yourself from that in order to have a healthy relationship because in any relationship, really, us having too much of a tight hold on anything or anyone, you're going to suffocate the person. And the relationship is not going to be able to flourish and breathe and become what it can be and become a forever friendship. So you need to stop self-sabotaging. The good thing is you're aware and you recognize it. So since you recognize it and you're aware, you took the first step. Now you got to take your power back and know, I love this person. I love this friend. It is okay if she has other friends. It is okay if I have other friends. It's healthy if you have other friends. You need to start just giving yourself therapy with that because you don't want to suffocate the friendship. Now, my two best friends are back in my life and it's different now. And I will tell you, it will take some time for you to trust again, but just know, just the way that you can't compare every man to your ex-boyfriend, it's the same with friends. You also have to learn the lessons and also have to realize what you've done to create these situations and what you want to do differently because you want these relationships to be long-lasting. So, no, probably won't ever be the same the way it was. Like my friendships now are not anything near what my friendships were in 2018 with these girls. And it's okay because it wasn't healthy. But it's okay. You live, you learn, you grow, you mature, and stop self-sabotaging. Like you need to stop. Like you just got to like shake that shit off and be like, okay, it's fine. I'm not going to overthink this. Don't overthink. Just let it flow. Let it flow. Little by little, and trust. Clean slate, another person. And if she shows her ass, then you know what to do and you just got to like separate yourself. But it's not fair to her that you are subconsciously or consciously bringing up the past or other people's mistakes and putting them onto her. You get me? It's not fair to this friendship. So that was a mouthful. I'm sorry, but I just needed to explain it. Please keep us updated. You know, we love updates. And I love that you finally left a question after being a long-time listener. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so our last question comes from Luis or Luis.
Hi, Chiquis. I have a question. What would you think your mom's style would be now? Because you know how there's trendy with like really baggy jeans and like different trends with like types of clothes. And I'm just wondering, what do you think her style would be? And also, what do you think how she would be on Instagram, especially with posting stories? Like, do you think she would be posting stories every day, like how you do every morning? Or do you think she'll keep it low-key and won't really be posting as much?
Oh my God, I love this question. I'm going to cry. We were just talking about this the other day with Johnny. My eyes got watery. Thank you, Louis. Thank you so much for your question. I love it. See, this is what I love about the pod, guys. You guys can ask me personal questions, ask me anything. I love this. Okay. So my mom was a Twitter. She had Twitter fingers. She was a Twitter fan. And she was on there every day, all day. Sometimes we're like, Mom, put your phone down. So I think eventually she would have gotten used to Instagram and she for sure would have been the type to post every day. For sure. She would not care about what's cool or not cool. She would definitely dance to the beat of her own drum. And as far as clothing, she was already very into like baggy clothes when she was off stage or not in interviews. So I think she totally thrive with the baggy clothes, not the sweats though, because one thing my mom, anytime I wore sweats or I was out in sweats, it was just a no for her. She's like, you aren't. Why are you in sweats? Why are you going to school in sweats? Like, that is embarrassing. Don't tell anyone you're my daughter. So I don't know if she would completely be okay with like after the pandemic, you know how we all just kind of got into like, you know, the bummy look, which I love. I don't think my mom would have. My mom would have been the wedges with the baggy pants and a cute little like top showing her belly. She loves showing her belly. So yeah. And I think she would probably do the TikTok dances with my nieces for sure. Oh my God, my heart. I miss her. I would love that. I would love to do a TikTok dance with my mom. My eyes. But thank you so much. That was really nice for my heart to just imagine. Let me just get myself together, guys. But thank you guys so much for your questions. I love this. I love my podcast. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. And again, this podcast is for anyone and everyone. men, women, any type of question that you may have, any advice that I can give you, I am here. And I thank you for listening and staying here with me and making my heart feel happy. And if you have a question and you have not felt inspired maybe yet, or the courage to leave a question, hey, there's no dumb question. My mom always said, ask a question. That's how you're going to learn. So leave your question at speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast. Okay. And I'll see you here on the next episode of Dear Chiquis. Love you guys. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast.